Jackie, thanks. Now to the booming business of video games. Sales topped $9 billion last year, challenging movies as America's favorite pastime. From a star athlete to a hero on the battlefield, they let you be and do whatever you dream. But those virtual worlds are now creating a virtual treasure trove of problems. Once considered child's play, in today's world, video games are anything but.
I play hours and hours and hours. They go by playing a game.
Brings out the kid in you.
According to the Entertainment Software Association, the average gamer is now 33 years old, devotes 7.5 hours a week to playing, and has been at it for 12 years. Do the math, and that adds up to roughly 6 months of gaming.
It's like an escape, like you go to the movies to escape, you play video games to escape, you could be this whole other person.
Hollywood screenwriter D.B. Weiss outlines his personal obsession in this month's edition of Men's Vogue magazine. So, are we spending too much time in virtual worlds instead of the real world?
If it is taking over another, let's say, normal activity in your life, then it could be a problem.
About 10% of players admit to overuse, and addiction experts are now conducting research to see if excess gaming should be classified as a mental disorder.
If it's a pleasurable activity, if people have fun doing it, whether they're 13 or 33, that's an activity that they will pursue.
Joining us for more on this is David Greenfield, a clinical psychologist and founder of the Center for Internet Behavior. Dr. Greenfield, good morning. Thanks for being with us.
Good morning.
Average video game player, 33 years old, men 2 to 3 times more likely to be, the term is addicted, but I know that's not a formal term. Obsessed, same thing?
Yes, obsessed or abusive.
So
or
why men? Why are men so leaning towards getting hooked on these things?
Well, we know that men are more visual in general, and the other issue is that men traditionally have had more access and more interest and more comfort with this kind of technology. But those numbers are changing. More and more women are using the technology as well.
This is not the kind of thing, when I think of addiction, I think of drugs, I think of alcohol, sexual addictions. This doesn't seem like the kind of addiction that someone's going to say, I need help, and I'm going to go see a doctor. Do you see patients with this problem?
People will come in, but like many addictions, especially with this one, they'll come in because a spouse or a partner or a parent will bring them in. But you're right, they won't present themselves.
And what kind of stories do you hear when people do come? What things come to light?
Well, mainly the two areas that come in is that it impacts their relationship, or they get in trouble at work because they're using the games at work instead of doing their work.
And these are part of the warning signs. Give me some other warning signs that will clue you in that you're spending far too much time and that these things have got you hooked.
Obviously spending an excessive amount of time, somebody else, a significant other or an employer, thinking that you have a problem, or impacting some major sphere of your life, your relationships, your health, your legal status.
And I saw preoccupied with gaming. There was a point in my life I played these games a lot until my kids started beating me. But when I played them, I would think about them sometimes when I wasn't playing them. Is that a warning sign?
Yeah, if you're obsessed with the outcome, or if you look forward to using the game more than you look forward to anything else.
As a parent, I can take away the controller, I can take away the game and treat a child that way. What do you do with an adult who can go out and buy as many of these games as they want to?
Well, that's a good question, because what are the consequences? Ultimately, unless there's a negative consequence in your life, unless it's impacting your life in some way, and you realize that if you don't stop using the game, it's going to hurt you in some way, you're right, there is no way to achieve that change. So they have to have some kind of impact in their life.
I alluded to it in the first question. There's some debate within the medical community as to whether this obsession with video games should be formally classified as an addiction. It hasn't happened yet.
Right.
Where do you stand on it, and would it make a difference as to how, as a society, we treat this?
You know what? It would only bring it to a greater level of attention, but the bottom line is it doesn't really matter what it's labeled, because the reality is that people have problems, and many, many times the problems aren't labeled or classified, but we in our offices see these problems every day. So the label is less of an issue for me.
And quickly, does it matter that you're playing a lot of games, or the kind of game? Some obviously have a very violent component to them. Does that make this more difficult?
Well, yes, because there is good research on the impact of violence that's exposed in a video format and the desensitization to violence in general. So yes, I think violent games are a whole different issue.
All right, Dr. David Greenfield, thanks for coming by. It's good information. Glad we were here to talk about it. Up next on today's Skimp or Splurge, the secrets to getting great-looking skin and saving a few bucks in the process.